Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife,
Marie.
and you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you'll be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it just to make sure you're always getting your new Going In Raw notifications. We're also available wherever fine podcasts can be found, including Castbox. Right now, there's like 2 Going In Raw channels on Castbox. When you load it up, it tells you to go to a different one.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm assuming that first one's going to be deleted at some point. We just changed servers, hopefully, for the last time in a very, very, very long time, maybe even ever. It's just sort of the nature of what we got going on behind the scenes.
Yeah. So if
it was a necessity.
Yeah, if you find there's any interruption in your episode delivery, check to see if there's not like on Castbox another channel.
Yeah.
Just do a search for it, and whatever's the most updated. I went to Google Play and Spotify, and they're up to date.
Oh, they're all good?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good.
Have you checked Apple lately and make sure everything's up to date there?
Yes, I have.
And?
Absolutely. And my sources tend to tell me that I'm looking right now, and yes, everything's up to date.
All right, just making sure.
So, so just search again, and if you guys still have like problems and you can't find our stuff, then
Playing with all these markers up here. It's too much.
There's too much going on. Like, we're not, it's just you and me, man.
There's all this stuff on the desk here.
I know, if you guys can see, like, it's funny, what you see in the frame is order.
Everything beyond the frame,
everything
disorder,
not within the frame,
chaos
is horrifically chaotic. It's really bad.
I feel like we have a lot of time to chit chat before this. We actually start talking about 205 Live or NXT, because NXT was very light.
We can sit here and talk for about 45 minutes and still within the span of an hour total get to everything.
Yeah.
We could do that. We could talk about absolutely nothing for 45 minutes and cover 205 Live and NXT.
Well, no, I think 205 Live, the main event, was very good. There's plenty to talk about there.
Yeah, I know, but still, that's like one match for us to talk about.
Yeah, that's like 10 minutes of
in
conversation.
totality. Let me bring up the notes.
Because NXT was a takeover recap. Even by takeover recap standards, it felt very thin.
Yeah.
Because usually they would do these takeover recaps of these really nicely edited video packages, and they'll have interviews. Mm-hmm. And I feel like more often than not, like half the time at least, the interviews we're getting are exclusive to the episode of NXT we're watching.
Yeah.
It seemed like pretty much all this stuff was just recycled stuff that had gone up on WWE.com or their YouTube channel like Saturday night.
Yeah, I know.
Or Sunday morning.
I know.
It just felt like there was a lot of recycled material.
I know. Why don't they just...
Like, where's an Adam Cole promo? Can he do an interview backstage?
He didn't do anything at TakeOver. He hung out, got tossed, and then like the crowd was upset about it. He's the most over guy in professional wrestling right now. And they couldn't get one promo with him. Mm-hmm. We got an EC3 promo.
Yeah, that was good.
That was fine. That was good. Victory after victory.
I like when he walked away. Who are you gonna face?
Everyone. He said, I'm gonna drop kick Regal's door down.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny. Anyways, we'll talk about 205 Live first.
All right.
And then if we run out of questions at the end, we'll just chit chat.
Yeah. You bought a new pair of shoes today.
I did, yeah, and I appreciate you, my shoe guardian, my shoe angel guardian, who showed me that the shoes that I had been looking for were on sale for a very reasonable price.
Yes, very reasonable.
I'm very excited about wearing them here to the office.
Are those going to be your official shoes of summer?
Yeah, sure, why not? I don't think they're going to be as comfy as ones I have on right now.
Yeah, maybe not.
I've got Lunars on, but sometimes it's better to look good than feel good. First up, we had 205 Live. Ooh, is the new newsletter out? I want to know what the rating is.
It is.
All right, you talk about 205.
All right. Match was Drew Gulak. They haven't named this faction formed by Gulak, Kendrick, and Gallagher yet, have they?
They never named... Who were the last people? Like,
Hideo Itami and Kira Tozawa. No, they didn't. Just Lucha House Party has a name, which means they're going to be sticking around for a while.
Yeah, they're going to be around for a while.
So anyways, Drew Gulak versus Lince Dorado. Drew Gulak was accompanied to the ring by Brian Kendrick. Mm-hmm. Of course, Lince Dorado by the rest of Lucha House Party. I'm not into this Gulak, Kendrick, Gallagher thing at all. At all. Just not into it.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
There's no chemistry there. Gulak's great.
Gulak's really good. I think I'd prefer this. So there are a couple people on the roster, two that I can think of. They're kind of like downers. They're kind of bummers in terms of their character. Drew Gulak's one of them. He's a bummer because he just wants to. He's wildly entertaining. And I'm talking about their philosophies.
Yes,
our bummer philosophies. Is Drew Gulak and TJP.
Yeah,
TJP is a bummer of a character, but I find him wildly entertaining.
Yeah,
I loved his bit with the jobber.
Oh, that was great.
Week. That was fantastic. Who's another bummer? Like you need three bummers because Kendrick and Gallagher, they're not really bummers. I'm not really sure what
That's
their
part of the
motivation
problem is that their characters aren't defined as they exist.
I don't know what their motivations are.
Exactly.
I know what Drew's is, and I know what TJP's is.
Yeah.
I don't know what Gallagher and Kendrick's
I don't know either.
Are. They're friends who just I don't know.
They want to be mean on people.
They want to be mean on people.
That's
not really a good motivation.
No, it's not. It's not enough. I need more.
Yeah, man.
Anyways, this match was preceded by a Lucha House Party promo. These guys are great.
Oh, I love them. And dude, seriously, Lince Dorado. Every now and when he talks, I just see Ulysses. It was number 6 this week.
Okay,
but that was during Money in the Bank and Takeover week. If you take
good.
Money in the Bank out, you take out Takeover.
So then they're what?
You
4th?
take out Kickoff.
Oh, okay, 3rd.
So they'd be they're 3rd behind the Hardy's Woken 24 thing, which
I heard was really good.
NXT, of course,
and Money in the Bank.
Then you'd have 205 Live.
All right.
So yeah, wow, great.
Anyways, this match was all right, I guess.
Yeah, because NXT was number 5.
Yeah.
Wow. So the ratings are good for 205 Live. Look at that.
I know, that's great.
Awesome. Anyways, so what now?
I get distracted by chat. Anyways, Gulak versus Dorado, decent enough match, but I'm just not into this feud really.
Yeah, I don't really like. I think if Gulak had taken more of a lead in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, so I guess he's just sort of using Gallagher and Kendrick to advance his own agenda, which is sort of an anti-Lucha House Party agenda.
Yeah,
because that's all they do is the.
But I also kind of feel like Gulak should be up in the main event scene.
I thought he was going to be a title holder.
Yeah,
I was hoping for that.
I mean,
too.
granted, I like Buddy Murphy a lot. I love what they're doing with Hideo Itami right now.
Yeah, me too.
So eventually, once Cedric beats Hideo Itami, we'll need another heel.
Yeah.
To challenge Cedric Alexander. It might be Drew Gulak at that point. I don't know. It feels like a spinning of the wheels feud for Drew Gulak.
A little bit, yeah.
And as you said, Kendrick and Gallagher's motivations aren't terribly well defined.
Yeah.
And I just don't find, beyond the fact that I really like Lucha House Party, I find them wildly entertaining and they're great in the ring. I'm just not involved in this feud a whole lot.
Yeah. I preferred the Hideo Itami
Yes.
Akira Tozawa because you had not only did you have a really interesting clash in wrestling styles and philosophies coming from two different cultures of wrestling. You had Hideo Itami was basically a dick and Akira Tozawa was not.
He's a pretty good guy.
And he's a pretty good guy, and so you get a dick and a good guy together, and they're like trying to check each other.
I know, but then the whole thing started out as friendly competition, then things started getting a bit chippy.
Exactly.
And then it went from there. This just feels like
thrown together.
Yeah.
No, I get you. Let's see here. Then we had after that. So Drew Gulak won with a dragon sleeper.
Yeah, there was a spot where Lince Dorado hit his handspring stunner, and then Kendrick put Gulak's foot in the rope to break up the pinfall, and that led to Gulak getting Lince in the Gulak, and Lince had to tap out.
Next up, we had Drake Maverick backstage. Did he do an interview before Hideo came up to him, or was it just straight into Hideo?
He was talking to Danilo the ref.
Oh, that's right. He says,
going over the rules of the triple threat match.
Make sure none of the shenanigans from last week occur this week. You're going to be good. You're going to do it. Danilo's like, I don't care. It's 205 Live. Nobody cares. And then Drake Maverick was like, all right, great. And then Hideo Itami shows up. And what does he want again?
Respect.
That's what he wants. And Drake Maverick said, we'll have no more shenanigans like we saw last week. And don't do it again.
Yeah, then Hideo says, well, if you want that, then show me respect.
Yeah.
And Drake Maverick said, well, that's a two-way street, bud.
Yeah.
If you want respect, you got to give respect.
Go respect me. Anyways, I don't think they were on the same page.
No, but Hideo's character work was great.
Yeah, I know. I liked it. I liked him a lot. I was like, oh, that's cool. Because he's like upset because he's on 205 Live.
It's like, I left Pro Wrestling Noah for this?
I was GHC champion. Next up, we had TJP comes out. He's delivering a promo. He's walking down. Man, this jobber looked like the most handsome man from 1987.
I know. He looked very familiar. I felt like we've seen him before. Was he in NXT?
I don't know, man. I think he just had a really familiar looking face. Because when I saw him, I was like, oh, he was like, a featured player on Cagney and Lacey. He was like one of the detectives that wasn't Cagney or Lacey. Like, he looked straight out of 1987.
Wait, Cagney and Lacey were both women.
Yeah, he was one of the detectives that wasn't either
Oh,
of them.
I thought you meant
one
either
of their
Cagney
male,
or Lacey.
Right, one of their male
You said
counterparts.
Cagney. Okay, I understand.
Because they live in a male-dominated society,
All right,
but
yeah.
they're two women detectives
I
who
get
are
all
tough
that.
as nails.
Yes, I get all that. I just misheard you.
Yeah, one of the featured players. in
Yeah.
Cagney and Lacey. Not them.
Okay.
Because they were women.
No, yeah, I know. That's what I said. I'm aware of that.
He was like, he had multiple guest starring roles in such shows as...
He was in Cagney and Lacey, but also Hill Street Blues.
He was in Hill Street.
Typecast as 80s cop. Special appearance on St. Elsewhere as officer who brought in a convict for medical treatment.
What was the one that... no, was it... Oh, crap. There's
Cop Rock.
Dude, no, that was terrible. There are so many 80s cop shows that are like he was on, obviously, he was on Magnum PI.
Yeah.
Or TA, whatever it was.
Matlock.
80s. Yes, definitely on Matlock.
A friendly New England police officer in Murder, She Wrote.
Did that all take place in New England?
Yeah, up in Maine, I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
But wasn't she like in a different hotel every week? I feel like she just went from hotel
Oh, it was
to
the same
hotel.
small fishing town in Maine.
How many murders can I get? That shit lasted for like 5
I know
or 6
that
years.
township had zero population at that point.
It was like it rivaled Chicago.
I know.
My God. Let's see here. Chips, Hardcastle. Oh, Heart to Heart.
Heart
I was
to
thinking
Heart,
Heart
yeah.
to Heart.
What about Hunter?
He was one of the teachers in 21 Jump Street. Yeah, Hunter. Yes, for sure. Let's see. 80s crime drama series. Oh, there's Magnum. That's Prime. Magnum's Prime.
I don't know.
there.
Hill Street Blues is pretty good.
That's too heavy for what we're talking about, though. That was real.
All right, the Chips.
Hill Street Blues is like a
There's nothing
documentary.
heavy about Chips.
Right.
I don't remember Hardcastle and McCormick.
Heart to Heart.
I remember that.
Robert Wagner. He's nefarious. Don't go on a boat with that guy. Jake and the Fat
Oh, I remember
Man.
Jake and the Fat Man.
Oh, God. What else? Matlock. Matt Houston.
Don't
Who
remember
was
that. Do not remember that.
Oh, what is that?
Oh,
It lasted
Moonlighting.
3 years. Oh, he wasn't good enough. The dude on 205 Live wasn't good
See,
enough.
Murder,
for-
She Wrote.
Yeah. O'Hara.
Don't remember that.
That lasted 1 year.
I remember a Quincy M.E.
I remember Quincy M.E.
Remington Steele. That had Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah. He couldn't do James Bond because he had to do Remington Steele.
Riptide.
Oh, Simon and Simon.
Oh, yeah. They were private detectives, though, weren't they?
Yeah.
Sledgehammer. There you
I'm
go.
sure they ran into cops here and there. Probably
Oh, yeah,
every
yeah.
episode. Sledgehammer is too funny.
Spencer
for
Hire.
Hire.
Yeah, I remember
Robert
that.
Urich. That's what I was thinking of, too.
What's that one?
Stingray? I've never heard
Oh,
of that.
T.J. Hooker.
Oh, yeah. That was Prime, too. A-Team. I could see him on A-Team, yeah.
The Equalizer.
Oh, that was badass.
Oh, the Fall Guy.
Love
Yeah.
the Fall Guy. Was because he was a stuntman who solved murders.
Yeah. It was Lee Majors, man.
Yeah. Anyway, so TJP comes out, cuts a promo on 80s crime drama guy. He says, I should have the best talent. I should have the main event every week. I should have championship opportunities. But instead, I get 80s crime drama guy. And then he starts yelling back.
Well,
But
he
doesn't-
like
he
mess
doesn't
with
have
his
a
hair.
microphone. Yeah. So he gets in there. He's like giving him crap. And then 80s crime drama guy just pops him.
Yeah.
Pops him. And
TJP puts him in
starts
the knee bar.
yelling at him, shoot curse words and stuff. And then TJP ends him very quickly by just putting him.
The match never started.
No, it never did. So, yeah, that was good.
It was good. TJP's been doing really good work.
So has 80s crime drama
Yes.
guy.
Best of luck, 80s crime drama guy.
Alex Foster says, all due respect, how old are you guys? Very old.
Old.
Super old, man.
We're well versed in 80s crime dramas, so do the math.
The 80s. Are we? Yeah, man. Ooh.
Next, a promo saying that Leo Rush is going to debut next week. Man of the Hour.
Yeah, man. That's exciting.
Yeah.
I wonder who he's going to take on.
80s crime guy.
Probably 80s crime drama guy, I hope. Bring him back.
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy versus Hideo Itami was our main event. It was a fantastic match.
Man, the level of physicality was fantastic. That spot where all of them were trading kicks to the back,
Yeah, that was good.
and it kind of culminated in Mustafa Ali kind of getting Hideo Itami up in like a belly-to-back suplex position, throwing him up in the air, and then kicking him in his lower back.
Yeah, that was cool.
Great.
I like that bit where Buddy Murphy threw Mustafa Ali over his own head, and then Mustafa Ali landed a face buster
That
on
was
Hideo
great.
Itami. That was great. There was one moment when Mustafa Ali was taken out of the match. The thing that I liked about it was that you had one super baby face, and then you had two like nasty heels who just like to hurt things. And so the match wasn't all, it's not like you had like, Kalisto, Mustafa Ali, and Cedric Alexander where it's all going to be crazy flip stuff here and there and here and there. You had two guys who just like to hurt things. And so like a lot of the match was a bit on the slower side with sort of bursts of the flippy stuff.
Yeah.
And so at one point you had both Murphy and Hideo Itami, and I don't know, I mean, I'm sure he was calling a spot, but it totally made sense for what they were doing. Buddy Murphy just said, hit me. And Hideo Itami hit him. He hit him back. And then they would like let each other basically do little takedowns so that they can
that's
kick him on the back. And commentary even sold it and said, I think they're just letting themselves, they're letting each one do that, which was great. That's really awesome.
The match started with, all of them kind of like staring each other down the middle of the ring. And then Buddy Murphy, Mustafa Ali turned their attention to Hideo Itami because they just couldn't wait to get their hands on him based on what happened a couple weeks ago. And Hideo Itami just did this. Me?
Yeah. His ring work has been, or his character work in the
great.
ring.
So he rolls out of the ring, and then from there on, the beginning of the match, the story was Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali beating each other up just so they can get their hands on Hideo Itami.
Yeah.
Eventually, that went by the wayside, and they all just started fighting each other. But it was a fun way to start the match, and Hideo's character work was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
It was rad. That was 205 Live, and
we didn't go down to the finish of the match.
Oh, yeah, my
bad. This was great. At one point, Murphy and Hideo Itami are stacked on top of each other.
I love this bit, yeah.
And Mustafa Ali hit a 450 on top of him.
His reaction to having to being presented with this platter of bodies stacked on top of each other was great too, because he started like looking at the crowd, and of course they know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Drops on both of them, but he couldn't roll over to get the pin.
No, he was pinning. Murphy rolled out. He was pinning Hitami, and Murphy pulled him off.
Oh, that's right. But in order for Murphy to come to, it took like Mustafa Ali sort of rolled over, and then eventually came back to Hideo Itami, so he couldn't get the pin immediately, which allowed Murphy to pull him off.
Yeah, and they were brawled on the outside some, and then Mustafa Ali hit a Spanish fly on Murphy off the announce table.
Oh my God, that's right. How was I going to forget that?
I don't know.
Tweeted about it.
You did.
Oh, that was great. And it's so ridiculous, too, because, like, especially the camera angle where you get Buddy Murphy and he has his eyes kind of closed a little bit, like he's out of it. But it's like, if you think about it, it's totally on him to basically initiate the Spanish fly because he's going forward. But anyways, it was fantastic.
It was
God
fantastic.
damn it, it was awesome.
So while that's shortly after that's happening, Mustafa Ali gets back in the ring. Hideo Itami gets the upper hand, takes the turnbuckle cover off the bottom turnbuckle, goes for a pin, is reversed by Ali. Hideo Itami reverses that, sends Ali into the turnbuckles, hits a stalling drop kick on the exposed turnbuckle on Ali's head, gets the pin. Fun match.
Yeah, no,
Great
it
match.
was a blast. That Spanish fly, freaking, I think I shouted out loud when that happened. It was like late. Let's see here. Then, we can spend about 5 minutes altogether talking about NXT. There was actually a really good match, Dakota Kai versus Bianca Belair.
Oh, that was great.
That was a really, really fun match. You could tell, I don't know, I mean, I know neither of them have been on like a proper takeover. This might be even their first takeover
pre-show match. Yeah,
pre-show match. Dakota Kai really, when she came out, when she like had her entrance, she super soaked in that crowd. She took forever. She was just looking all around. It was really cool to see.
That was pretty awesome.
Talking with a bunch of people at ringside. Then Bianca Belair came out. And I think it was her first time too, but you could not tell. Like, she is strictly in character.
Yeah, she's all business.
Yeah, she really is. Anyways, this is a cool match. I was pretty sure that Bianca Belair was going to win, but I don't like. It's weird that Dakota Kai already seems past her ceiling. Like,
she's super polished in the ring.
I like her a lot, and it's kind of surprising. Maybe they just feel like, hey, Bianca's on the coming up. They need to give her this win more than.
Well, they
Dakota
could be
Kai.
kind of doing a underdog story with Dakota Kai. And that's
they could
be
be
set up with the whole Shayna Baszler thing. Was that she was the obvious underdog, managed to overcome her fears, at least put up a fight against her.
Yeah, but like she's never claimed to be scared of Bianca Belair.
Oh, I know.
But I mean, in any event, I think it's great. Bianca Belair is fantastic. I think this just shows not necessarily they're down on Dakota Kai, but they're like super high on Bianca Belair. So no, but it was a really. I thought it was a really, really good match.
Oh, it was. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair won with her finisher, the reverse Death Valley driver. It's a great move. She just pretty much deadlifted Dakota Kai.
She is.
The mat.
Oh, there was that great spot where she like had the suplex, And she would bounce
bounce it
Dakota
off.
Kai
Yeah.
off each of the ropes. And the crowd was getting really into it because you could see, like, it takes obviously a lot of coordination and strength more than anything to do that. So that was a lot of fun too. But no, I thought it was a really fun match. I thought both Dakota Kai and Bianca Belair took advantage of the fact that they had a spot like that in front of 12,000 people.
Put on a heck of a
whatever it was.
match.
Yeah. After that, we had Ricochet Velveteen Dream video package.
Just recapping their match, and had short interviews with each of them that had already been up on WWE.com and WWE's YouTube channel.
My thing is this. It's so curious that they would, I get why. I understand why they do it, because the TV logistics, and they probably wouldn't if that wasn't an issue. But, like, everybody who's watching NXT, I would hazard a guess to think that they've seen Takeover, like they've seen that.
I know.
So I don't know what else they could do, like film more, longer, more extensive interviews, put on a couple more pre-show matches, maybe. I don't know. At that point, you're killing the crowd, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
So then we got a Ricochet interview and a Velveteen Dream interview, but they were both really, really short. It was like, hey, a couple words right after your match. And then
Ricochet just pretty much said, now the spotlight's on me.
Oh, he said, I'm more than just an animated GIF.
Yeah.
On the internet. Did he do it with a hard G or a soft G?
GIF.
He said GIF. Okay. Well, that to me,
that's definitive.
That's definitive at that point when Ricochet says it on TV.
And then the Velveteen Dream interview would just say, he just said something like "Dreams over in Chicago" and then walked off.
Yeah.
Wasn't much of an interview.
I wanted a bit more.
Next, we had a short little video package for the Shayna Baszler Nikki Cross match, followed by a Shayna Baszler interview. She was joined by Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir, 3/4 of the 4 horsewomen
of the UFC.
Yeah, well, now of NXT.
Were all WWE. 4 of them? Did all 4 of them actually wrestle? I thought it was the 4 horsewomen of MMA.
Yeah.
Did all 4 of them have matches in UFC?
That I don't
specifically?
know. I know Shayna Baszler did, and obviously Ronda Rousey did.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But I don't know about Jessamine Duke or Marina.
Me neither. But anyways, she said, you know how you fight crazy or chaos? You let the air out of it. And then she said, and still. And then she left.
Yeah, walked off.
Yeah. And then there was a Lars Sullivan, Aleister Black video package.
Followed by what was supposed to be an Aleister Black interview, but instead he said, I don't want to talk right now, and just kept on walking.
Yeah. Did you realize that we need some words for this Takeover recap? And then there was...
We need stuff to talk about for our Takeover
I know,
recap.
what the heck?
Next is the video package for the tag title match between Lorcan and Birch, and followed by Birch and Lorcan interview where they talk about how disappointed they were.
This is not the team in this match that I wanted to see an interview with. I wanted to see an interview with the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole...
Hanging out in their playground.
I'm just going to reiterate this. Adam Cole got cheered in England over Wolfgang for the North American Championship match. I cannot wait to see that. I cannot flippin' wait to see that. That's the best. Anyways, yeah, Birch and Lorcan had an interview. They said, you know what? It's our first Takeover, and we lost. We came up short, but
this is like the biggest match of our career, but I've never been more disappointed by losing, essentially.
Yeah.
Next, Gargano Ciampa video package recapping that match. This was very long. It was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
After that, an EC3 press conference with only one reporter. And they had their Zoom recorder out at one moment. You can see the time code thing wasn't rolling, and then the person's thumb covered it up.
And it was less a press conference and him just sort of he's near just, the entrance of the.
He just wanders in the performance center to like
right.
get his pump on, and he's
probably while still wearing his suit.
Yeah, I know.
Kayfabe, he did a couple lines. He did a bump.
Yeah,
and then he
out
like
the car,
and
he comes in, and then he was like, the 1% going forward is being 100% of the takeovers.
Right. I'm about to go drop kick William Regal's office door down, and have him, give me some
better
matches.
competition.
Better competition.
And then he walks off, and the guy says, like against two, everyone. It was great. EC3's great.
He really is. Oh man,
he's got that Dr. Seuss cadence to the best. Here, there,
over there,
and
anywhere. Because I'm going to keep doing it with victory
after victory after victory after victory.
Yeah, it was great.
And our main event. God, this is like 5-minute long recap.
I know. That's what I said.
Our main event, War Raiders versus the Mighty. The Mighty are full heels now. They got the new tights. They got the jackets.
Well, okay, so what about their ring attire signifies? Like, obviously, there's a character shift because they're wearing tights and not trunks, and it's all black and white as opposed to colorful. Mm-hmm. But is it the leather trench coats?
I think it's the darker color palette.
The darker color palette that signifies
when you're watching
bad now.
like a Western,
yeah, right.
how do you know who the bad guy is?
He's wearing black. Right.
And
So
who's the
that's
good
what
guy?
they're
The guy
doing
with
now.
the white hat is the good guy.
The guys with the face paint and the medieval gear. The good guys.
Yeah.
In this case, the War Raiders. I mean, this is a decent match and everything. Like, the War Machine's great.
Well, they're fun.
It's
They're
so
a lot
sad
of fun to
because
watch.
the word machine is slowly dipping out of my. I just now refer to them as War Raiders. It's
bummer.
just there.
War Engine would have been a much better name.
Oh, War Engine's great. Can we just call him War Engine?
Yeah.
We'll just do that.
I started changing that
Can we
org
make
petition.
a War Engine shirt
Yeah.
for our purposes?
Yeah.
If they blow up, then we'll make a War Engine shirt.
All right.
We'll just call them that. War Engine.
War Engine.
War
I think it's a
Engine.
better name. Anyways, they go over with Fallout. It was a fun match. War Raiders are a lot of fun.
Yeah, sure, they are.
And I can't wait to see them in the ring at a takeover, against say Undisputed Era at a 20-minute match or something like that. You know. So put on some quality matches. They did some good work in New Japan against the God.
Yeah.
So looking forward to what.
They really did. Like, I didn't see a ton of their matches, but the ones I saw.
They weren't there a ton. They were only what 5 major shows, something like that.
Right. Did we see them at a PWG show?
No.
Have we seen them? We've seen them live. Oh, what are the G1 specials? Last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The first one.
All right. I thought I saw them live. I'm trying to. I'm railroaded by chat right now.
No. Well, that's our NXT recap. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you later.
I know, right? Anyways, let's answer some questions.
Yeah, let's answer some questions.
Hopefully, there's some good ones out there.
Some
meaty questions.
Oh, this is a good question. Steve Klain, who would you deem as Mr. NXT?
Adam Cole.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be sort of the Undisputed Era collectively.
But as leader of Undisputed Era, it's Adam Cole.
Well, I guess the question is, I guess the question is, whose NXT is it? Because that's always the question. I feel like it's Undisputed Era's NXT.
It is. It definitely is.
Okay, which means he's
it's
the leader.
Adam Cole's NXT.
It's Adam Cole's NXT.
Yes.
All right.
This is a great question, too. Chuck Sips. What failed wrestler of any era would have been a success if given time to develop an NXT?
What failed wrestler?
Yeah. Damian Sandow would have been massive in NXT.
In current day NXT, for sure, yeah. I think you would have. I'm trying to think who else, though. Failed wrestler. I think if so, I don't know where Sami Callihan was at in his career when he came to NXT. Like, if he was basically just doing the same thing he's doing now.
Yeah.
But I feel like if Sami Callihan came in NXT now, I think he'd be super over. I think he'd be doing really good. I think he's doing great work in Impact right now.
Yeah. I mean, he was stuck with that silly
that weird hacker
gimmick didn't make any sense.
If him and the Chris brothers came to NXT now, I think they'd make a pretty big impact. And that'd be a hell of an addition to the tag team.
Yeah.
And they're a 3-man faction.
Yeah.
They seem to like that.
Yeah.
So I think they do gangbusters. It would not surprise me if we saw him back, because I think he's a pretty savvy guy. I think people like him. I know Cassius Ohno was like anti, but who knows, that they might be friends and he might have just said that to give him some heat.
Who knows? Bronze Grappling Hook, did Morrow not being at TakeOver enhance or lessen TakeOver for you? I enjoyed the show a lot more because of his absence. I don't know if it necessarily changed my enjoyment of the show. I think Vic Joseph is fine. He's a good commentator.
I think he's good because you don't notice him.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, I'm kind of at the point where I think Morrow adds a ton. I really do. I think that, it's that personal preference, and he really bugged me on SmackDown sometimes just because I'm not sure it's him or not. I mean, I know he still does pop culture references.
They seem far more shoehorned than SmackDown.
Yeah, exactly. They were forced. And so, I don't know. I see him now on NXT, and I think he's a really, really good fit. I think he does add something for me.
Yeah.
Nemo wants to know, after Mr. Moonsault, Steve Irby?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that enhancement talent should be given plain black gear like Young Lions? No. I really like when they have their name, and then not their name is announced.
I know, because then it leads to speculation about what's the story behind everything, and I find that endlessly fascinating. Bronson, power rank every NXT champion from its inception. So I have a list here of just the men's champions. So let's start with that, Steve.
Okay.
You got to say Finn Balor, greatest NXT champion, had the longest reign. 292 days.
Yeah.
I feel like you got to say Nakamura.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have anywhere close to the longest reign. In fact, he just had 2 relatively short reigns, but he might have been the most popular champion in the company's history.
Yeah, I could see that. Him or Finn.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't really watching. Like, I'm not sure how much Neville or Bo Dallas.
Yeah, because they both had really long reigns.
I think Big E was pretty popular.
Yeah. He had a pretty long reign, too. I mean, honestly, I've only really been watching since Sami Zayn won the title.
Mm-hmm.
Weekly, that is. Owens was a great champion. Joe was a great champion. I mean, ever since you look at this list of champions, it's an impressive list. Seth, Big E, Bo, Neville. I'll put Neville next. But then if you incorporate people who've won, I mean, the greatest champion, period, in the history of NXT is Asuka.
Yeah, sure.
Period.
Yeah.
She'd be number 1 overall.
Yeah.
Her number 1. I think we did this as a count out. Greatest NXT champions of all time.
Sounds right. I think we did, yeah.
So check out that list if you want a full researched list of greatest NXT champions. Colin, is there anyone that can sell a DDT better than Buddy Murphy? I know Rollins is great, but Buddy is on a completely different level.
Oh, yeah. No, Buddy Murphy's great.
Yeah.
He spikes himself there, and he does that. He sells the reverse Rana amazingly, too.
Oh, yeah. Damon Biggs, is Hideo the next opponent for Cedric? Yep. Robert Haynes, Buddy Murphy is amazing. He swerved me during the entrance. Can you name any wrestlers that have swerved you in person?
Oh, that's funny. Oh, man.
When you sat ringside at that house show, did you get swerved by anybody?
I want to say, didn't I get swerved by somebody at like the G1 thing?
That sounds right.
With the Too Sweet?
It was Cody, wasn't it?
I don't know if he ever...
Or was it Hangman?
I don't know if it probably would have been Cody. I'm not sure.
Because Cody will do that. He'll throw it up and then drop it.
I don't know if he threw it up at me or if I just held it out and he no-sold it.
Well, that's not the same as being swerved, though.
Oh, I know. I'm trying to remember. I think I've been swerved, but I honestly don't remember by whom. I know at a bunch of the indie shows that we've gone to over the years, like whenever we're close to the front, we'll always like try to root on the bad guy and like hold our hand out. You know, I can't stand when people say you shouldn't cheer like the heels. I can't stand that. I'm like, dude, that's my favorite thing in indie shows.
Oh, I know.
Is when the heel comes out and you cheer him. You know,
that's when they really start interacting with you.
I know, because it's like, what better way to keep somebody on their toes than to like, how do you heel up on a guy who's cheering for you?
Exactly.
And they always do. They always find a way. So I think it's ridiculous to say, oh, you should never cheer.
No, cheering for the heels is the most fun thing to do.
I know.
And honestly, especially at small indie shows, that's blast. That's such a blast.
It's so much fun.
It's
I know.
so much fun. This is a long one. Hold on. Joe Higgs, he's got several comments here. So you just want to mention a few things. Kona Reeves, the term finest is also used in the diamond trade to describe the quality, so probably that's where it comes from. Could be.
Well, I'm not sure where he is, but we haven't seen him in a little while.
I know. Did you see the chat with Braun on the red carpet talking about his breakfast? He's so charming and seems to be tight with Triple H. Could he be prepping him for face of the company role?
Is he all about the McGriddles?
That's a good question. I want to know what he has for breakfast. He probably has like a dozen eggs.
8 McGriddles.
A dozen eggs.
Yeah, exactly.
3 ham steaks.
Ham steaks.
He says in the WWE 24 advert, WWE referred to the Hardys coming from the depths of hell to return to the WWE. They refer to TNA as the depths of hell.
Oh.
No, I don't think so. I think they just meant their personal issues.
Yeah. Chris Moon, hey, friendos, you think Cassius Ohno will get a main roster run before he returns?
I don't know.
I really hope so. Put him in a damn Rumble or something.
I know.
Jeez.
Zach S., where does TakeOver Chicago 2 rank when it comes to the conversation of greatest NXT events?
You know, man, there's been so many that have been so good. What was the last one? Had Gargano, Ciampa, Aleister Black, what's his face?
Almas.
That last one we were talking about as being like, and it had that ladder match, right?
Yeah.
That's still my favorite. So I don't know. There was one great match. There was another really, really good match, Velveteen Dream and Ricochet. So
but then Philadelphia was really good. They had Almas Gargano, and then had Aleister Black, Adam Cole.
Oh yeah.
And then War Games was really good too.
Yeah, War Games.
They've just
really
been on
good.
an insane roll of putting on
That's
awesome
the problem.
shows.
That's the problem. It's really hard to rank them because, man, there's
They're all
so much
so good.
quality. Because this one had Velveteen Dream Ricochet was really good. That tag match was really fun.
Yeah.
The main event was really, really good. Aleister Black, Lars Sullivan was whatever, and Shayna Baszler, Nikki Cross was fun, but it was kind of whatever. So, I mean, there's 3 out of 5 super solid matches.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
CM Punk finds it inadmissible in court. Power rank wrestlers most likely to join the Space Force.
Oh, man.
He says number 1, Baron Corbin.
I'm astronaut.
Space Constable Corbin.
I'm going to make sure that everything's going right in space. Who else should be on the Space Force, though? I feel like the New Day would be great in space. I could see them being like good astronauts, you know, antics in space.
Well, they keep the mood light, you know, because I would think if you're stuck in some sort of space vessel, it'd be really easy to get down because of, you know, you're stuck in this vessel and in the vastness of the universe.
Yeah. Plus, no gravity.
Yeah.
Very difficult to go down. Keep the mood light.
Yeah.
Double meaning. Who else should be on Space Force? Well, what if the Lex Express then journeyed into space?
Oh, put a rocket and some wings on that bus. There you go.
Yep. And then we can ask him, what did you do on the bus? Were you in the bus?
The whole time, or would you just fly to place and meet the bus there?
Meet the bus there. Who drove the bus?
See, now I kind of feel like Lex Luger has got to be really high on our list of people we really want to interview because I want to know the answers to those questions.
You know what we should do? How about this?
I'm sure the information is out there for you to look for it, but I want him to answer the questions to us ourselves.
What if we started a new series, right? And it's not like 20 minutes with Lex Luger. It's called Burning Questions or something like that, something stupid like that, right? And we've got, and maybe it'd be like a one-time special, and then if we rack up a bunch more questions, we have questions for so many different wrestlers. Like Lex Luger, were you on the bus the entire time?
Yeah.
So we gather all the questions, and then we try to go out, find those wrestlers at like conventions and stuff.
Okay.
And try to get their, or on Skype or whatever.
Hey, Stockton Con, maybe. Sting's
Yeah.
going to be there. Christian's going to be there.
What question do we want to ask of Sting? Oh, man, there's NWO Sting. There's all sorts of questions.
Did he ever watch Robin Hood?
How could he have possibly watched Robin Hood when it was on literally while he was like in the shower getting ready?
I just want to know. Did he ever feel like he was getting buried because he was always preempted by Robin Hood when he's about to beat down the NWO?
We're just going to get a lot of blank looks from wrestlers. Like, are you stupid?
I was going to talk to Christian about his theme song.
Oh, yeah. See, there you go.
That's a great theme song.
So we'll just come up with like one topic, one thing to ask. I think it'd be great.
That'd be fun.
Because it wouldn't be like, who wants to see 20 minutes of Lex Luger? Nobody. But like, the burning 3-minute question.
Yeah. All right. The glorious broken sound wave. Hey, Stephen Larson, do you think Tommaso Ciampa should take the belt off Aleister Black and Aleister Black be moved up to main for Johnny Gargano to win the belt off him? Just your thoughts. Too sweet and a hearty handshake.
Should Johnny Gargano win the NXT championship? Is that basically the question?
Yeah.
Should he?
I don't think it's necessary.
I'll put it this way. I think Johnny Gargano would be served very, very well by a very, very extended stay in NXT.
Yes.
He builds his legend so hardcore there.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine if he followed up the Ciampa feud with like another feud that was, I'm not sure anything's going to be able to equal this, but something on the same footing. Could you imagine a Gargano Keith Lee feud?
Oh, man.
Like the smallest dude and the biggest dude, both doing crazy things.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that would be killer.
Yeah. I don't think this, the fact that Ciampa Gargano has already main evented 2 takeovers, it doesn't need the title.
Oh, I don't think it needs the title at all, no. But I think if Gargano did have a long extended career in NXT,
oh, then yeah, putting the title
then
on
I
him.
think that would make sense at some point. Like if he becomes your Mr. NXT. Or like Gargano versus the Undisputed Era, strength and numbers type thing.
Nightcrawler, hey guys, so just pitch a semi-realistic scenario of helping get one of your favorite talents over. An example I came up with would be Pete Dunne or Buddy Murphy getting a good 30-minute match out of Brock Lesnar, even if they lose in the end.
So Brock Lesnar will never go past 20 minutes. Never.
Well, his match against AJ was, what, 15?
That's
probably it.
Probably the extent of it, yeah. I think he'd have a heart attack. I don't think he'd physically be able to do it. I really don't.
Trying to think of a scenario that get Ty Dillinger over. Have it be a scenario like where Jinder got the number 1 contendership, like he wins some sort of match, and he puts forth a really strong effort against AJ for the title. Like they give it 30 minutes on SmackDown.
Talking about Jinder?
No, Ty Dillinger.
I swear you said Jinder.
No, I did. I said compared to how Jinder got to be number 1 contender.
Okay.
Like a 6-pack challenge, he somehow wins. Great main event against AJ, just comes up short. And, so he can get a good pop from the crowd just by putting forth that quality of an effort. And AJ goes, that was a hell of a chance or hell of a match you had there. You shown that you got the ingredients to compete with champion. I'm gonna give you one more chance. Mm-hmm. They followed up on next week's episode of SmackDown, Iron Man match. Give it an hour. Again, incredible performance. Just comes up short.
Yeah, and then I'll take it from there. I got the reins then. Okay, then AJ says, "Man, you really took me to my limit. You remind me a lot of me when I was your age, like 2 years ago." And Ty Dillinger then
4 years ago
starts wearing AJ's outfit.
Or better yet, how about this? They actually swap gimmicks. It's not the phenomenal 1, it's the perfect 10 AJ Styles.
Yeah.
And it's the phenomenal Ty Dillinger.
Yeah. But then he starts wearing
Yes,
AJ's...
exactly. But they got to be like AJ wears the vest with the huge collar, all
Yeah.
that. He's got the laminated 10.
Yeah.
Swap gimmicks.
Yeah. That's
to show mutual appreciation.
Right. It would be so confusing.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh. Let's see here. The glorious broken sound wave. We already did this yesterday, kind of. Power rank people that Daniel Bryan would choose to be his tag team partner to take on the Bludgeon Brothers. Number 1's got to be Kane, but then number 1's also Samoa Joe.
Yeah, Samoa Joe.
It's Kane or Samoa Joe.
Kane makes sense. Samoa Joe tops our personal wish list.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And then what about who else though? Because we need 3 more. I'm sure him and Cassius Ohno have had some sort of history back in the Indies,
sure.
so I'll say Cassius Ohno is one of them.
I'm trying to think of anybody else in NXT.
That'd be great. He seems to like Gargano. But I'm not sure. Gargano's really small, so I'm not sure that'll work.
Shane McMahon.
There you go. I like that one. What about? Wait, where's Shane McMahon been? He's been gone. Paige has been doing such a good job.
Yeah, she has been.
Lars Sullivan.
All right.
Sort of a successor to Kane of sorts.
Yeah.
A little bit. Monster guy.
Yeah.
I think him and Daniel Bryan would be a blast together. Boy, that's going to be fun. Whoever he chooses, that's going to be a wildly fun.
Oh yeah.
Because it's got to be Kane.
It's got to be Kane.
Was that from something or you just ran?
Yeah, that's what JR said when Kane debuted at Bad Blood, tore the door off Hell in a Cell. That's got to be Kane.
That's got to be Kane. King. Chuck Sips. You ever see Velveteen Dream capturing a title on NXT? I kind of don't, because all the rumors we hear involve him going up to Maine like any day now. But if he stays around, yeah, I hope he does.
Tommy T, hey friend, so throughout all of WWE programming this week, pick one match where every person involved would become new faces of the company and receive mega pushes. So all participants. So that would include Takeover, Money in the Bank, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, 205 Live.
Okay.
His personal choice, Tommy T, would be the triple threat of 205 Live. So Mustafa Ali, Hideo Itami, Buddy Murphy.
And what do they do?
Get their new faces of the company, mega pushes.
Is it on 205 Live?
Any show this week. That's what I just said, from Takeover to NXT this week.
Oh, okay.
But it's one match.
Oh, easy. Braun, Finn, Kevin Owens, and Constable Corbin.
Wait, Constable Corbin was in it. Oh, that tag match. Okay.
Tag match.
All right. Not Money in the Bank?
No, it'll be a tag match. Well,
All
that's too easy. Money in the Bank's too easy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the tag match. I mean, Constable Corbin. Yeah, I'd be cool with the push.
No, it's the gauntlet match that ended SmackDown. Because then you have Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe, Big E,
one, yeah.
Miz, Rusev, Machka.
Machka. We got 45 minutes of a podcast. Do you want to just chit-chat or do you want to call it a day?
We can chit-chat for a little bit.
All right, what are you going to have for lunch?
I brought something. Lentil pasta.
I'm just going to eat that salad that I brought like 3 days ago. It's probably
Make
bad
sure it's
by
not.
now.
It hasn't expired.
It's all wilted. It's disgusting. Happy with my new shoes, though.
I'm happy you're happy. I'm happy I helped you out. Can't wait to see you rock them next week.
Yeah, man.
Now I'm jealous. Now I want to get shoes.
We'll get some shoes.
Well,
Look
it's
up
not
some
that
shoes.
simple.
See if there's some.
I want to
it was
invest
simple
the
for me.
money in, but those are something you've been wanting to get.
Yeah, but these are on like super discount. Get something that's like $80.
Well, I just got some new workout shoes, new trainers.
Well, there you go. You got new shoes then.
Yeah, I know.
So I was deserved of this.
All right.
I was owed this.
And I'm waiting to find some more. Next time, some Ultra Boosts are like super cheap, like $100, which is cheap for Ultra Boosts.
Yeah.
So I can get I like the red ones, or the Parley ones. Those are nice too.
Man, somebody sent me, and I'm trying to look for it right now. Somebody had sent me a story about meeting Steve Irby. What was his name? Joey something or another?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm trying to look for it. I thought it was a DM, and I can't find it for the life of me.
Philly Flexor. The question is red or green lentil? Yes, both.
And he said that he had no idea they were going to change his name. He just went out there and they did it. Mm-hmm. But what a weird name to change it to. Steve Irby.
I swear they just have a random name generator, man.
It's so strange. Jushin Luger in chat says, I just came from eating Frito burritos.
Oh my goodness.
What
Yeah,
have we-
Sergio C. I just saw that he just has a 50% off on Boost shoes, but no Ultra Boosts. They have the uncaged ones, but I'm not huge on the uncaged
What's the
ones.
difference between Ultra Boost and regular Boost?
There's a different variety of boosts.
How many boosts are there?
Several. There's pure boosts.
Pure boosts.
It used to be the density of the boost material.
This has devolved into the worst podcast ever, by the way.
Yeah, I know. We're just talking about cushioning technology in shoes. There's pure boost, there's energy boost, there's solar boost, there's ultra boost, pure boost. I say that old pure boost twice. There's NMDs, which have boost cushioning, and that's not even taking into account their basketball line. There's the Hardens, there's the crazy explosives, the crazy
That's
lights.
way too much. Are there any things we could do predictions for? UK tournament already happened. We already know who won.
And we're a little ways away from G1 Special in San Francisco. That card looks great, by the way. They filled that out. It looks fantastic. Dragon Lee versus Takahashi.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that. Here we go. Oh, man. Goto versus Jeff Cobb?
Yeah,
Oh,
for the never
man.
openweight title. It's a great card.
Why can't Jeff Cobb be the first H champion? How about Jeff Cobb versus Joey Ryan for the H championship?
All right.
Can we just add Jeff Cobb and get rid of the other guy?
No, he's our guy.
Stop saying that. Let's see here. G1 Special. I'm going to predict this.
Bullet
Club.
Cody loses.
Hold on.
Oh, you're going from that.
First match. Bullet Club.
Look at that. Haku is in the match.
It's Chase Owens, Haku, Tamatanga, Tongaloa, and Yujiro Takahashi, the Tokyo sex trafficker, versus Chaos, Gato, Rocky Romero, Shoyo, Yoshihashi.
Bullet Club goes over because Haku's in
Because
the match.
Haku, he's going to get the pin too. Who's going to eat the pin?
Yoshihashi.
That's easy to call. Chaos, Ishii and Yano versus Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre
We're seeing this
Jr.
match a lot. Suzuki-gun won last time, so I'm saying Ishii gets the pin on Zack Sabre Jr.
I agree with that. Hangman Page and Marty Scurll of Bullet Club versus Tanahashi and Kushida.
Tanahashi and Kushida go over.
Yeah, they're winning that match. Goto versus Jeff Cobb for the Never Overweight Championship. It's Goto, but that's going to be a hell of a match.
That's going to be fantastic.
If Cobb was signed in New Japan, I might be like, ooh,
yeah, I know.
Maybe. They'll give him a push.
LIJ, Evil and Sonata trying to get their tag titles back from the Young Bucks. Young Bucks go over.
Young Bucks definitely go over.
That's going to be, this next match will be a hell of a match. Okada and Ospreay versus Bushi and Naito.
Oh, man.
I'm going to say
Okada wins.
Ospreay gets the pin on Bushi.
Yeah, there you go. That's going to happen.
Next, Dragon Lee versus Hiromu Takahashi. Probably match of the night.
Doesn't
Takahashi
matter.
retains.
The fans win.
Yeah.
Fans totally win that one.
Switchblade Jay White versus Juice Robinson for the U.S. title. Jay White's winning. Jay White's retaining.
You don't think they need at least one title change? I'm going to say Juice.
All right.
That's going to be the one where we differ on.
And then Cody's losing to Kenny.
Oh, yeah, big time. I think Juice is going to pick up that U.S. title.
All right.
Jay White does nothing with it, and Chaos is kind of on a losing streak right now.
All right.
Does Chaos have any titles besides that one? Is Goto in Chaos?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah.
He's Chaos? Okay. Well, then there you go. He's got a title. All right. Can't pad this shit on anymore.
No.
We're just going to go.
Lunchtime.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Hilton.
Hit our music.
Hilton, hit our music, please. Thank you, Hilton. Anyways, that's it for show. Oh, wait, I got to do this. There we go. That's it for show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.